Hey guys, it's Steph and Joe, and I should say Joe in front of the camera and Steph behind the camera.
What is up, Hallowmaniacs? Super excited to do this video, actually.
Yeah, so we got tagged in a hashtag halfway to Halloween, which is an original video tag from Happy Haunts Library. And then we were tagged by Catherine Young. So thank you for tagging us. I think this is a great video that we could do to kind of get some questions out there and just talk about Halloween.
I am just super pumped and excited because we just started our YouTube journey in January, deciding to create an all year round Halloween channel. The fact that anybody even knows we're out there and would tag us, I take as a huge compliment. So thank you again, Catherine Young, for tagging us. Super excited to make any kind of Halloween content that we have the opportunity to do, and this is going to be an awesome video. So,
all right, so let's get going. All right, so how this is going to work, there are 10 questions, and you may say, why are you, Steph, not in front of the camera? Well, let me be honest and say Steph was having a no makeup day, and I feel like I might actually scare you.
No makeup Sunday?
Yes, so Joe's going to do the in front. I like to be a little bit behind the camera, but you know, you'll see me pop up from here and there. And
she doesn't need makeup. She's beautiful just as she is, but she is an expert with putting these videos together and couldn't do it without her. So,
and I paid him $10 to say that. No, I'm kidding. But let's see. So the first question that we have, are you a fan of haunted houses?
So Steph, I'm going to let you start with that one and then I'll answer. We're going to just kind of go in that pattern. Steph will answer first. I'll give my thoughts on it and we'll share what we come up with here.
Yeah, I love haunted houses. In fact, Joe, actually, he was a guru of haunted houses. He worked for it. He can tell you a little bit more about it. And I actually ended up joining him a couple years ago and working in a haunted house. And that was a fun adventure. We'll put up some pictures. Yeah, and it was really...
She was recruited by me. She wasn't really sure if she was going to like it or not. But yeah, I've been a huge fan of haunted houses even since I was younger. There's something about that anticipation, knowing you're going to get scared, knowing that something's going to pop out and scare you, kind of gets that adrenaline rush going. So I am all about it. I love it. And over the years, we've just seen some really creative ones, just really outside the box thinking and different concepts and scares, you know, jump scares, props, all that cool stuff. So I love them so much. I actually worked in my first haunted house back in 2005. I actually worked for Wired's Orchard way back in the day as Michael Myers. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'6". So, you know, I had always loved the Michael Myers original Halloween films, always been my favorite series. So I actually played Michael Myers at Wired's Orchard back in the day. I then actually took an internship down in Orlando, Florida, and while I was down there for 8 months in 2005, I actually got a second job at Universal Studios, Universal Orlando, and I actually worked at Halloween Horror Nights back in 2005. I was one of the original body collectors for one of those haunted houses that they had, which was super cool, and that was a lot of fun as well.
And the body collectors, we should say, if you're a fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
yes,
the episode Hush, where it has them or they're not speaking. It's a whole episode where they have
suits,
yes,
and they've got the like skeleton looking faces. Yeah, I was one of those guys, so that was super cool.
So yeah,
that was a lot of fun. And then we kind of fast forward to most recently about 2.5 years ago maybe. Mm-hmm. We actually worked at Wired's Orchard again. So huge plug for Wired's Orchard. For those that live in Michigan, it's in Ypsilanti. They have 4 to 5 haunted attractions every single year. It's an awesome time. It's a great thrills and chills haunted theme park, and we worked there as well. So I worked in a multitude of different haunted houses on property there. I worked on the hayride with Steph. I worked in the asylum, and then I worked in, I think there was one other one.
The barn, I think you did.
The haunted barn I worked in as well. So 3 different haunted attractions, and I love it, man. Like, the more I can get up and scare somebody just with my menacing presence, the better. It's a super fun time. So yes, I think both of us definitely enjoy the haunted house side of things, and we'll definitely be doing a lot of those this year. So stay tuned to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so. We'll take you along the way as much as we can with some of these haunted adventures in 2025.
Yep. So I think bottom line, we like to be scared as well as scare. Okay, so question 2. What's your favorite ghost story or haunted lore? For me, I would say, because we've experienced it, the ghost of Gettysburg. And Gettysburg, as you know, was the Civil War battle that was fought there. It's a true historic tragedy. A lot of people died there, and I do believe there's a lot of residual energy that still exists there. And Joe and I, we experienced it. So I'll let you kind of tell a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we really did experience this, and some folks may believe us, some may not, but we actually went out to part of the battlefield. I want to say it was about 4 or 5 in the morning. Absolutely nobody out there. And, people, we filmed this and we've caught some stuff on film. We've posted it and people are like, oh, that's people that are doing battle reenactments. You didn't hear a real ghost. You didn't see or hear anything. But I kid you not, like 5 a.m., we play back this footage and we hear, run, charge, and like on the open battlefield. And like when we were first there and experiencing it, you couldn't really hear all of that live as it was happening, but we did hear like something off in the distance. But when we played back the footage as to what we were filming at like 5 a.m., you can clearly hear, charge and stuff like that. And I truly do believe there's a ton of residual energy that stays out there. So many innocent people, so many folks died as a part of that internal battle, which is really super sad. And that energy is stuck there. It just makes you wonder, what is going on. But we know that energy doesn't die off, and it lives out there somewhere. And I kid you not, that was a real life experience. I had another experience too while we were walking the town of Gettysburg with my family, where I kid you not, I felt pushed and I like almost stumbled and tripped, and I heard in my ear, watch it. Like almost like somebody was pushing me off of that sidewalk and like, get out of the way, right? I'm moving through here. So again, crazy experiences. We've experienced it firsthand. Folks may or may not believe, but it's some pretty crazy stuff for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's if you are kind of looking into paranormal or you want to kind of go ghost hunting, go to Gettysburg. I'm pretty sure you will find something.
Absolutely.
Okay, so question number 3 is, do you plan on Halloween decor hunting this year? If so, what items do you hope to find?
Hello.
No, we don't just wait for a certain time to hunt for Halloween, or we will do it all year round. We are the Hallowmaniacs, and that's one of our things. We like to be on the hunt for Halloween all year round, anything Halloween. And one of our passions, specifically more recently, is collecting vintage Halloween, which is right there in that curio cabinet. We will have a video coming out to kind of showcase a little bit more about the curio cabinet. But yeah, we love vintage, anything from like the 1920s all the way up to the 70s we have. And I say that's sometimes vintage because we were born in the 80s, and the 90s are more of our childhood, which is vintage, honestly.
It is.
But, that's kind of more that we've lived through. We like collecting even things of times that we have not lived through.
Yeah. I mean, not a knock on the modern stuff, but like, you just can't beat some of this stuff. I mean, whether it be girly candles, noisemakers, die cuts. I mean, this stuff is awesome. And Halloween is it's just so special, right? Like to even look at some of this antiquated vintage Halloween decor, props, collectibles, whatever you call them. All those memories keep flooding back. And like, if I could have Halloween 365 year round, I would so do it. It's such a fun
Me
Halloween.
too.
No doubt about it. So yeah. Silly question, but we'll answer nevertheless. We're always looking for ads, right? So whether it be antique shops, Goodwills, whether it be flea markets, whether it be marketplace on Facebook, you name it, we're always looking for cool stuff to add for sure.
But I will say, I do think that you can be a fan of Halloween, and there's some people that don't like to decorate.
Yeah.
So
just like there's some people that don't like haunted houses, right? So sometimes it's not a catch-all that everybody loves everything. Luckily for us, I think we love everything, which is pretty cool.
Maybe a little too much, but
the crazy thing about these vintage collections, though, is like you start to learn and find like more and more sub collections or things that you can collect. You start with the girly candles, then you go to the Halloween noisemakers, then you go to the die cuts, then you go to the figurines. I mean, it's like never ending, but it's so cool to find all of these different pathways to collect, and you kind of put something like this all together, and it's awesome. It's like Halloween year round, and like you're having a dark and down day, and you like see this stuff. It's like, man, that countdown to Halloween is getting closer. I'm in a really good mood, and I can't wait for fall. And for those that have never been to Michigan, like the reason why we live here year round is like there is nothing better than a Michigan fall season. Getting to the apple orchard, getting ready for Halloween. You know, there's a number and a huge multitude of haunted houses, so it really is like this own little mini world, in essence, in the Midwest. And we love it. Absolutely love it.
Okay, so question number 4 is candy corn. Love it or hate it? For me, I love the decoration theme of candy corn. I think that's a really cool theme. I know there's actually some candy corn girly candles out there that I'm on the hunt for. Eating candy corn, it's not my favorite. I think it sometimes has a little too sweet, but I'll enjoy a couple pieces here and there during the Halloween season, but not my favorite.
I'm the same way. I could do a piece or two, but like, am I going to sit there and binge a whole thing of candy corn? Probably not, right? I mean, I love the way it looks. It's definitely festive. It gets you in that Halloween mode, but it's like a piece or two, and I'm like kind of good. Definitely not my favorite out of all the Halloween candies that are out there for sure.
Hey, Joe, I have a trivia question for you.
Sure.
What did they call candy corn before it was candy corn?
Chicken feed.
That's right. So a little trivia right there for you. All right. So question number 5. Are you big into costumes and dressing up for Halloween? If so, what's your favorite costume of all time? Yes, and love Halloween. Love dressing up. Definitely loved it as a child, going trick-or-treating, but we've carried that passion, and we actually do 2 big Halloween parties every year. One on my side, one on Joe's side, and all of us go all out. We have costume contests, and I'll show up some pictures of the past and kind of just how it is like in our family here. But my favorite costume was probably, I'm laughing because I'll show you the picture. But it was when I was growing up as a little kid. My mom dressed me up as a clown with my dad. You'll see me pictured here. And my makeup by the end of the night is all smudged. I look like a little miniature drunken clown. But I just like it because I think it's fun. I'm not a big, huge fan of clowns. I think they're cute, but they can be scary too. So, but yeah, that would be mine, I think, because it just looks so goofy.
Dressing up is so much fun. Like, even as a kid, I've got a flood of memories of Halloween costumes of young. I mean, I remember being a pirate. I remember being a skeleton, and my mom actually like painting the whole skeleton outfit on my sweats, my black sweats, and had my face painted. That was super cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Being tall, I went as Frankenstein, which was kind of natural, right? So like coming at folks, that was a fun one. And then like as an adult, we still dress up to this day, right? Whether it be a scary clown, whether it be Michael Myers, which is one of those things I love to go as. Last year for Halloween, I actually dressed up as Svengoolie from Meet TV, so that was pretty cool. But man, yeah, something about getting into character. Like, if you're not dressing up, you're not fully embracing the holiday, in my opinion, right? Like, you've got to take those days and take that time and transform yourself into that character, and it's just so much fun. Absolutely no doubt about it. And like Steph said, the Halloween parties are a blast. And like, as far as what we do for the Halloween weekends we put on, like if there was an Olympics for Halloween games, we would be the gold medalists. I guarantee you. Like, we come up with so many cool, fun Halloween games. Like one year we did like 31 rounds of Halloween games, and it took like 3 or 4 days to do. Like, it was amazing, but so much fun. Love to do it.
Love it. It's fun. But what would be your favorite costume?
Oh man, I'm still gonna lean towards Michael Myers. I mean,
you are a good Michael Myers.
I can't deny it. Like, when the kids come here, they look forward to it. They interact. Like the few years I haven't done it, I've gotten feedback like, "Where's Michael Myers? Why isn't he out? Why isn't he here scaring folks?" And it's pretty easy because you don't really have to talk. He doesn't really talk, right? He breathes heavy, and that's about it. But like something about putting on the mask and getting into character and seeing people's reaction to it, it's the ultimate, thrill for sure.
Yeah, and I will say one thing about Joe. He gets into character, and at one point, like, he came at me with a knife, and it's a little, it's not a real knife, but and I was like, Joe, get out of character. And I mean, he gets into it, and it's so cool.
Oh, it's a fun time, right? I mean,
it's a passion, right?
Absolutely. And if you're gonna do it right and go all in, right? So you gotta have some fun with it for sure.
Okay, so question number 6 is, what is one activity or experience that is on your spooky season bucket list this year? And I think Joe and I kind of had the same one, and that's going to Salem, Massachusetts. Last year I was on a work trip, and I was going to New Hampshire, but on the way I flew into Boston, and I was like, told Joe, because I had some time, I'm like, I'm going to go to Salem.
Yeah.
And I've never been there, and I loved it. I went to a lot of the different hocus pocus scenes,
so jealous. And like, that's so much fun, right? Because in that time frame grew up with that movie. It's like one of the ultimate Halloween movies
Yes.
of all time. So.
I actually went, and I'll throw up some pictures, and went and saw the graveyard. So if you're a fan of Hocus Pocus, I saw the graveyard that Max goes and gets his shoes stolen, to the town hall, Max and Danny's house and Allison's house. So I'll throw some pictures up. But Joe actually got to go to Salem when he was younger, and he went to the Witch Museum, and that's something I would love to go see.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, it was like a wax museum, and it was a witches museum, and it was super cool. I don't know if they've redone it or anything's changed, but like I definitely want to go back this year. It's on our bucket list. I think we're definitely going to carve some time off to take a long weekend and head out to Salem.
Absolutely.
It'll be either in September or October, but that's definitely something we want to do this year, and we'll definitely fill you guys in on some of our fun adventures as well, so stay tuned for that. But I think that'll be a good time for sure. There's a multitude of other stuff we're going to do too, right? Like locally, there's Greenfield Village, the Henry Ford, Halloween thing that they do every year. That's a lot of fun that they do. There's a number of haunted houses that we want to do, obviously. Number of different haunted attractions. So there's a ton of stuff that we have lined up for this year, but like Salem's definitely number one. Definitely want to do that.
Hi, Binks. Binks had to make a special little video.
She always does this when we film. Like, she will go sleep and, stay away all day, but when that camera comes on, here she comes.
Say hi, Binks.
Aww.
Hello. All right, so number 7, the next question is, what book, series, or movie screams Halloween to you? For me, the book I would say definitely is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I remember reading that as a child and being absolutely terrified by the pictures.
Yeah.
I think it was so creepy. Movie would be Scream for me. I love Ghostface. He's my favorite horror villain. Series, I have a hard one, but I probably would say Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I loved that growing up, and she had some really great episodes, TV, the Halloween specials that I love. So those will be mine.
Yeah, I mean, movie series, I love Halloween, like I mentioned, right? Like the 1978 classic John Carpenter, so I definitely love that series. I did not like how they finished off the reboot with the most recent 3 movies.
It's terrible.
The third movie especially, they really dropped the ball on that. Bringing Jamie Lee Curtis back, yeah, that was cool. First movie, second movie, pretty decent. But that third movie, man, they totally botched it. But I love the Halloween series as well. As far as books, too, on top of Scary Stories, I like the original Witches. The one, like, in England where, the boy turns into the mouse and all the witches are at the convention. I thought that was super cool. And I remember watching, like, the older English version where, they had the English actors and stuff, actresses in it. And that was pretty cool, I thought. So that was a fun one.
Do you know, true fact for that movie is the author was very upset when they made that movie because they did not take part of his original ending. The little boy was actually supposed to stay a mouse. And in the movie, he goes back to being a boy.
Yeah.
And I remember it kind of had a little bit more of a darker twist in the book than it did in the movie. And they made it a little bit more happier. And I remember him kind of being a little displeased with that.
Yeah. Fun fact. I like that.
One other little solid note. We got to give a Goosebumps.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Come on, Slappy.
I loved the book series with Goosebumps, man. And like, if you didn't check out our C2E2 video, check it out because we met the original illustrator, Tim Jacobus. I did all of the designs and the drawings for all those book series, all the cover art, and Night of the Living Dummy to me was my favorite out of that series. But there's a multitude of great books in that series. The movie was pretty solid too with Jack Black, but I love that book series for sure.
All right, so question number 8 is, how do you typically spend your Halloween night? And I can say, I think for Joe and I both, we've done it a multitudes of ways where either we have given out candy, kind of celebrated it here. Joe's dressed up as Michael Myers. He scared little children, and then I rewarded them with candy.
You make it sound like it's such a bad thing.
Yeah. Oh, fond memories, right?
Yes.
And then we've also done where we've had Halloween parties. We were out celebrating with it. And the most terrible way to spend Halloween, which we have done, is working. I remember Joe and I both traveled for Halloween, and one of his, I remember I was giving out candy and I did a FaceTime with him. So as he was away, he was kind of seeing what was going on.
I could see the trick-or-treaters at least come up and feel like I was there handing out candy. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, it sucks when you're away for work, right? That's not fun at all. But multitude of different things like Steph said, anything from handing out candy to Halloween parties to, you know, whatever it may be. What I think would be super, super cool is like, wouldn't it be cool if all of us YouTube Halloween, you know, creators and co-creators had a huge Halloween bash somewhere? Like, I just envisioned something super cool, like a huge Halloween party out in the country and having like all these collaborators come together and join this party. That'd be super cool, man. That'd be super fun. And maybe down the road, who knows, right? But I think that'd be a super cool idea, is get all the folks that love Halloween together and just do like the biggest Halloween bash ever. That'd be so cool.
I think that would be an awesome idea.
For sure.
All right. So question number 9 is, what does Halloween mean to you? To me, I feel like Halloween, I don't know, this is kind of cliche sounding, but it means happiness and it means nostalgic feelings for me, because I think of my childhood, which was such fun memories, dressing up, you know, having the school parties and going out trick-or-treating, staying up late, getting sick on eating too much candy and potato chips and, you know, going and just those family memories and then carrying that into adulthood. So I think it's like a nostalgic happiness feeling for me.
Absolutely. I mean, like, I just think back to the wonderful Halloweens I had as a kid. My brother Neil and I, and my mom and dad, and my aunts and uncles and family, grandmas and grandpas. I mean, it was the best time, man. And like, you know, when you collect things like this or you do videos like this, it just kind of all keeps flooding back. And you know, one of the things I love about when we called this channel the Hallowmaniacs is like those people that just love Halloween year round, right? And like just wish that every day could be Halloween, and all these awesome memories come back. And I think equally important as well is for the future generations to still show some passion with this holiday, right? Like, because it's evolved and changed a lot, right? Like I remember when we trick-or-treated back when we were kids, you'd go till like 9:30, 10:30, you know, trick-or-treating, the lights were still on. Now, like over here where we live, it's like an hour. It's like an hour window basically, and then the kids stop coming, right? So like, I want to keep that alive, that Halloween spirit alive, and keep it as entertaining and joyful as you possibly can. And plus, it's the one night of the year you can dress up as something different, be somebody different, and totally portray a different character, which is kind of fun too. So, yeah,
absolutely,
it's a lot of fun for sure. So, definitely lots of good stuff with Halloween. It's just the best of memories, and I think equally important is to keep that nostalgia alive and keep the future Halloween memories to come.
Okay, so number 10 says to tag your spooky friends, which we definitely will do. But we wanted to kind of, if you tuned in for this long of the video, thank you so much for one. But we're going to throw a question that we'll answer, and then we want to throw it back out to you as well. Mm-hmm. So kind of we're just going off script a little bit, rogue. So the question is, if you had to be trapped, and you have to, you can't leave, you're trapped in a room with a Halloween villain or horror movie villain, could be TV villain, but somebody that is famous that, you know, has been portrayed in the movies, who would you be trapped in that room with and why? So I'll let you go first, Joe.
It's a very good question. Okay, I have an idea on this one. So, being that Chucky is your friend to the end, I would pick Chucky initially. Hopefully he would be my friend. Hopefully he wouldn't come after me, at least yet with the knife and try to kill me.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy, right? But if he turns and he comes after me, I am drop kicking his butt across the room. So I'm taking Chucky, right? Because I think out of all the villains, I could probably handle him the easiest, right? Especially with the size difference and my long legs. I'm going to pick him up and punch him across the room, and then I'm running out of there. So that's who I would pick. Chucky would be my choice.
So you're kind of matching you're basing your size and strength against little Chucky.
Absolutely. And you don't know which side of him you're going to get. So I'm prepared for the good times with the good guy. And when he goes bad, putting him out of there. I'm getting out of there.
That's right. If I had to choose one, and I kind of thought a little bit about it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go Beetlejuice because he's a good time. It's showtime. So maybe, you know, I don't know what he's going to do. It may not work out well for me, but, you know, it's showtime. At least I'm going to be entertained on the way out. So
there you go.
That's right.
Maybe he'll run in his assistant Bob along the way too.
Yeah.
A little shrunken head.
Hey, and all I got to do is, don't I have to just say his name 3 times?
That is true. So you've got an escape clause there built up, which is good.
That's right. But we hope you enjoyed this video. We had a lot of fun making it.
Yeah, this was super fun, man. Like, just to get in front of the camera and like just kind of enjoy it. You know, we don't always get in front of the camera all the time because I don't like the videos to just be about us. I want it to be about Halloween and joyous and all that type of stuff. But you know, we have no problem getting in front of a camera and stuff. And I think we'll do
unless
more
it's
of
no
that.
makeup day.
Yeah, right. Exception clause for you, right? But you don't need it, like I said. But no, we'll probably go in front of the camera more often, and especially as we kind of get some of these cool Halloween adventures and take you along for the ride and the journey. We'll definitely do that for sure. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you like the video, if you like the content, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Tune in for more, and as we always say,
Stay spooky.
Trick or treat.